back, coaches. In today's episode, I'll be continuing my play analysis series with episode number 3 of the series. Reminder for play analysis, I select one play from any game and take a deeper dive into the play and how it can be translated into the 8-man game. So in today's play analysis, I'll take a look at one of A&M's pass plays from last year. The guy pictured here is quarterback Matt Calzada. He actually transferred to Auburn at the end of the last season. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out, moving to another league school. But honestly, I'm interested to see how all of these transfer portal quarterback changes affect the season this next year. So that'll be interesting to see. All right, quick review on A&M's offense, though. Their offensive coordinator is Darryl Dickey. He's probably most notably known for his time at Memphis prior to coming to A&M and joining Jimbo Fisher. Fisher has always been known for using a pro-style offense, and having Dickey as his own coordinator, their views are very similar, which I think is what's helped them be so successful as of late. And they've had 4 consecutive years of 8 or more wins. But overall, pretty balanced with their pro-style offense, stats-wise even. Let's go over those. Last year, they averaged 400 yards, right at 400 yards total per game, about 190 on the ground, 210 through the air. So pretty balanced attack, almost 200 each. But today we'll be looking at one of their pass plays from last year. So let's get into the play here. So today's play is what I'm calling empty stack bench option. All right, with an empty formation, we have a 3-on-3 look on the interior for the O-lineman pass protecting 3-on-3. So we'll focus mostly here on the receiver patterns in this play. So we have the basic bench concept on the left side, and then we have some of the option routes on the right side. So we're going to go left to right here. We'll start on the left side here with the bench. So defensively first, though, against this stack formation, I'm expected man coverage in 8-man. It's honestly about all you can do unless the defense switches to a 2-man front and drops a guy out of the box to try to go one high, cover one, just to have an extra guy over the top. But if that's the case, then you have 3-on-2 or 3-on-3 exactly in the box. You might do some quarterback draws, but I would guess it's man. It's going to be man coverage in this sort of situation. But let's start with the bench side and work left to right, though. The bench concept is a simple high-low read. All right, we got it over here to the left side. It's just the basic bench combo of a corner and then an out route. So there's several ways you can do this, but here in this one specifically, the Y on the corner, he's just going to force the defense to work vertical. So he's going to push right in between those two defenders if that's how they truly are going to be aligned. Like I said, I don't really know how they're going to align, but I'm expecting man coverage, so they'll probably be fairly even with each other. So he's going to push vertical right through those two and then break it out in the corner. The biggest thing he's trying to do, though, is just push those defenders off, and that's going to clear out everything underneath for the out route. That's his biggest goal, is just occupy both of them, get them to back up a little bit, or hesitate a little bit. That way the out route can be open. All right. And obviously, if nobody covers him, throw him the ball. Now let's switch over to the right side, though. So the routes here are a seam corner option, that's the X, and a slant whip option from the F. All right. The reads are very simple for the receivers. All depends on who chooses to defend them. So the X is going to start again also by pressing vertical on the seam read right in between the DBs. If the outside DB takes him, then it's simple. He's going to run to the inside. He's going to run the seam, right down the hash, right down the seam, all right? If the inside DB takes him and turns his hips to stay with him, then he's going to break it outside on the corner. Basically, do the opposite of what the defense is telling you they're doing, right? Take advantage of what the defense is doing. That's the whole reason people do option routes, and I truly like them. I think they're great because you could run it 3-4 times and it could be a different thing every time. Just take advantage of what the defense does. But anyways, the F has the same thing. It's the inside. If the inside DB takes him, then he's going to break it back out on the whip, and he'll pick that up as he's running a slant, right? And if the outside DB takes him, if there's nobody in front of him when he's running a slant, keep running your slant, right? That's simple. So for the quarterback, the right side post snap, he's reading X to F. Again, top to bottom, looking for grass. I don't know if I said that on the left side, but he's reading top to bottom, corner to out on the left side, and then top to bottom, X to F on the right side, looking for grass. All right. So now let's take a look at A&M stack play. All right. So A&M stack bench option. Now, honestly, I don't believe that A&M is running an option route. They could be, but I can't tell for sure. So I'm going to say, honestly, I don't know. But why wouldn't you in 8-man? If they're going to do man-to-man and you're running a stack formation, why not run an option route, at least on one side? So because by having a simple option route and allowing your receivers to choose, that just really gives this play a big threat every time it's ran. You know, it could be a big play waiting to happen every time, and it could be different every time you run it, depending on what the defense does. So A&M's facing some version of press man here. You can see they're up tight, but the front man in the stack pushes vertical, and that drives the defender back, creating that space underneath in the out route. All right, at the top of the screen, that's what I'm watching at right now. That's the play. You can see the back receiver starts slow, and he stays near the heels of the front receiver. Then he just breaks it outside because the secondary defender, I don't know, he's way off, and so he doesn't even get touched till about right there, about 15 yards down the field. So great play. Again, the front receivers really press vertical, drive him off, and then the underneath guy just takes advantage of what's open, running an out route here. Like I said, I don't know if they're truly running an option route. It could just be the Ohio concept, you know, with a vertical and then an out route, or like a short bench or sail concept, looking to hit the quick out the whole way. I don't know, but it definitely does the job. So let me show you another look at this. So in this game, they ran this play 5 times. I watched the whole 10-minute cut up of their offense, the whole film of the 10 minutes of offense in this game. They ended up losing the game to LSU. But here's another look. Again, that front receiver pushes vertical, pushes the defenders off. And this time they are in kind of an even alignment, both DBs right next to each other, at least at the top of the screen. But just by driving vertical on that front receiver, it causes the secondary receiver secondary defender who's covering the out route, it causes him to hesitate, and it opens up the out route. Again, he catches it at about 8 yards, and he doesn't get touched until after he catches the ball. So there, I mean, just a great way for you to open up space underneath. Great play design. All started and contributed to by the stack alignment, which is why I love the stack alignment. Not many people do it though, honestly. But like I said, yeah, they ran this play 5 times in the 10 minutes of game film of this offensive game film in this game, and 4 of them were completed for solid gains like 8 yards or more, just like this play right here. That's about it. That is going to wrap up today's episode of Play Analysis. Remember, my videos come out every Tuesday at 7:30, so be sure to tune in. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave your questions in the comments. If you enjoyed this video or took anything away from it, please click subscribe and check out some of my other videos right here. And like always, thanks for watching, guys.